Hello everyone, this is Val from Val's Craft Creations, and today I want to do an experiment. As you know, I did a video on a tutorial on how to create for leather paper, and I wanted to try something today with the ones that I did on the tutorial. The one that I did yesterday was this one. This is paperback. This is the first one I did. This is the one that we did yesterday. And look at the difference. This one is a little darker than this one. And this one is not as wrinkled as the first one, but it still works. So I want to try today to emboss this. I know that I was supposed to do the embossing while the paper was wet, so I'm gonna wet my paper and see. I'm just gonna experiment. And then this is the one that we did with the it was like craft color cardstock, and this one I really like because it really feels like it is leather. This is the first one that I made, and this one is the second one, but this one have an accident. You can see here that it ripped. My cat was playing where I was drying this, and I didn't notice that she dropped something on top of this. So when I remove it, it broke, you know, like it peeled my paper. So I just gonna use this to do an experiment with my embossing folders. I had 4 different ones here. I don't know which one I'm gonna use. I had never used these ones before. I bought them, I think it was on Darius Embossing Essentials. I think this is from Joann's Fabric. At this one in clearance. Sometimes they sell these ones for $5 by $10 and things like that. So I have a couple here. I like this one because of the size. This is 5 by 7. These ones are 4 1/4 by 5 3/4. So these ones are smaller. And so I'm gonna try this and see if we can emboss our paper. So I'm gonna use this too. This one I'm gonna cut to a smaller size since it got damaged. And we're gonna experiment today. And I'm gonna be using my Sissy's Big Shot. I got this machine a long time ago. I think maybe 11 years ago. I don't know how long I have this, but it has since better day. Look, it's peeling and all that, but you know, it's a good investment to have one of these machines to cut, you know, to die cut and emboss and all that stuff. So let me get, I'm gonna have my water bottle to wet my paper. And for this one, I'm gonna use this embossing folder. It looked like kind of steampunk kind of design. It had gears. So let me get this one out of the package. And we're gonna try. And of course, I'm gonna keep the packaging to do something with it. We're gonna repurpose the packaging. So this is how the folder looks. Let me see where it opens. Wait, it had tape. Just a second, let me remove it so we can open it. I'm sorry, it was upside down. But this is how the embossing folder looks. So we're gonna cut this paper to fit my my embossing folder. So let me cut this to the size. Let me get my scissors here, and we're gonna try and see if we can emboss this. I know it's dry already, but we're gonna try to use it. And I'm just gonna hide because I'm not gonna use this. This one got damaged, so I'm not gonna use it for anything. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I can cover this with something, but we're gonna try with this one. So let me cut it. to the size I want. I'm just gonna place it here. Well, let me do it this way. And we're gonna cut the edges. And I'm sorry, but you know, I don't have a lot of space, so I'm just gonna move it here for a moment while I cut. This is a big machine, so it will take a lot of space, but I'm gonna try to stay on frame here. May need to use a different scissor. So if you try this technique of the fake leather, just be careful when you are drying on the drying process, because if something gets stuck to your paper, it will damage it. So I'm just gonna cut this here. And let me cut the length. It's not perfect. It's not straight, but I just want to experiment with this piece of paper. Probably I can cut it with my paper cutter. Should try that, but since it's damaged already, I don't want to damage it more. I'm just gonna cut it with my scissor. Okay, so we're gonna wet this and see if it works. So I'm just gonna damp the back of this. The front have Mod Podge, but I will wet it too just in case, but I don't know if that will help in any way. I don't think so, but you know, we're experimenting here. Just gonna wet it. Just gonna do this with my fingers. And let me see. And we're gonna put it on our embossing folder. The part that I want to emboss is gonna be just the front. I think we can emboss both sides, but let me try first with one side. And I probably may need to cut this more, but for now I'm just gonna leave it like that, and I will cut it when we're done. So my machine brings this where the instructions are. This is the base. So since this paper is kind of thick, I'm gonna use this side, and I'm gonna sandwich my embossing folder here. Let's see if this works. I haven't used my scissors, my big shot scissors, for I haven't used it in a long time. So I'm just gonna run it back. And let's check and see if it works or not. Look. You can see there, I'm probably gonna go over with my distress ink and try to define a little bit more. So I think I'm gonna do it in the back too, but look how it looks. I hope you can see it. So let's do the other side. Let me see where you see the end here. So I'm gonna try to, well, you know what, this can have a spine, like if I use it for something. Let's just try this way and see. And we're just gonna do the same thing. Let me make sure this is straight. Just gonna do the same thing. Run it back. And look, so pretty. I even cut some of the damaged paper. Maybe I will be able to use this. We can decorate, you know, this. But look how nice. So it works if you wet your paper. Look how pretty. I really like it. I would like this with more definition, but it's good enough, and I will stray the edges later. But look, this is the first one. This is the one that we use like cardstock, or I don't know if this is kind of a thin cardboard or cardstock, but I think this is heavy cardstock. But we did the first one. Let's try with the one that we did with the paperback. We're gonna wet it the same, but for this one, I'm gonna use the larger 5x7 embossing folder. And let me wet our paper. I think I'm gonna cut it too. Just fold it in half. Let's measure this here. And let me cut it real quick. Let me get a different scissor because that one kind of. I use my tin hole larger scissor here to cut this. It's a lot better. I never cut this stuff straight. Look. So let me trim it here and we will emboss this. Just give me a second. Should have been ready, but I didn't know. Let me move this for a moment so I can get a better cut of my paper here. My desk is not that big, so with the embossing folder, the paper, the machine, I have my desktop here to my computer, so I don't have a lot of space. I'm just cutting my paper to the side I want, so you're not missing anything. And let's cut the top. I think I'm gonna hold on to this piece. Look, it's not even straight. Just gonna hold on to that piece. Maybe I can use in another project. So let's wet our paperback, front and back. Paperback is more fragile, so I don't want to. Just gonna run the water with my finger so I don't wet this too much. And it's thinner, so I don't think that it needs a lot of water, but just want to make sure that everything is wet. And I'm gonna wet the other side. It's getting all wrinkled. And then I'm just gonna let them dry before I use it in a project. Well, of course I have to. I think I wet this one too much. Let me try it a little bit. Just drying my paper. Okay, so let's place it on our embossing folder. I wish. Let's see how I'm gonna place this. I need to cut this a little bit more. I know you should know with Mod Podge, at least not on this one, but it's fine. I'm just experimenting with these ones. The other ones are gonna be for a project, so I don't mind experimenting with this just to see. I don't know if it's okay if I fold this, my paper. Let's see. Let's see how it looks, if it works or not. Careful putting this. Look how nice. I know I did the embossing backward, but I just wanted to design. Look, on this one you can see the Mod Podge when I wet it. It got white, but look how pretty. So let's try the other side. I just did it upside down, so my design was on this corner instead of inside. So let's do the other side, and then I will let this dry. So on the other one, when I wet the Mod Podge, it didn't do anything to it, but this one, you can see the Mod Podge. Oops, sorry, I don't have to close this. So remember, this is just an experiment to see if it works. But you have to do this, the embossing, before your paper dry and you use the Mod Podge. It's just that I didn't think to do that before because I wasn't gonna emboss anything. But then since I had that one that got damaged and I did the second one, I decided to emboss it just to experiment with it. Let me peel this carefully because I don't want. Let me take all this out of the way. I'm not gonna use it anymore, so I can have space and show you how it looks. I think I even gonna use this way, this up here. You see how pretty? And then this is gonna be my back, since it's not as the definition is like the embossing is in this side. So you can hardly see it on this side, but you can see it on this side. So this, if I use this will be my front, and then the other side will be the back. But it's getting dry now. So, you see? So we can emboss this paper. Let me get the other one. This is the inside. This is the back. This is gonna be the front. I think you can see the design there. So this is it for this video. I just wanted to show you that you can emboss your faux leather. This needs to get dry, and I really like how it looks. It gives a more feel like leather. Look at the design. You can see it because the Mod Podge is like getting white. It's still white, but right there. This side you can hardly see it, but it's there. Okay, so this is it for this video. I see, you know, the experiment work, but just remember, if you're gonna emboss your fake leather, your faux leather, do that before you place your Mod Podge and before your paper get dry, and it will get a better result. And then you can, before you do the Mod Podge, use your distress ink and ink over this, so it will get more definition and you will be able to see it better. I may do that, but I don't know if it's gonna work since this has the Mod Podge, but let's try it real quick and see. Let me see. Just wanna see if it works with the Mod Podge. Oh yeah, look. But you can do this before you place your Mod Podge and your paper dry. As soon as you emboss it. I don't know if you can see it better. I can see it better now on my end, but I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. Let me see if I turn this light off. I don't know if you can see it or not. Let's try on this one and see. Maybe I need a darker color, like this one is Gathering Twigs. I think I have another one. I know that people use the vintage photo, but I don't think that I have that color. But let me see if I have a darker brown. I know I have another brown, but I don't know if it's darker or not. Let me see. This one is Walnut Stain. Let's try this one. I don't know if you can see the difference there, but you can notice it more now. Let me try. Well, this one is, I don't think that's this side gonna be able to see it that much because I did it backward. The details are on this side. But let me try on this one, since this one is darker. I think you can see it better now. You see, it's darker and it gives more definition. So you can do that, but do that before you do your Mod Podge. Okay, so this is it for today. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you have, if you have enjoyed my video, and that way my video will be, recommended to other subscribers. And look how pretty. I'm gonna let this dry, And I think I can save this and I use it. It doesn't matter if I have like a damage here and there. Can always cover it with something. So I may use this and do like a smaller journal or notebook pamphlet. Look how pretty. I really like it. Look, it got more defined. So this is it for today. Thank you for watching my video and visiting my channel. Please give me the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can get notifications from YouTube every time that I upload a video. Thank you for watching, everyone. Happy crafting. Have a great day.